by the delay. Failed to update settings for YouTube. Was that? Are we actually live?
Don't see anything.
Failed to update settings for YouTube. If you can see me right now, then this is going to be an awkward 30 seconds of nothing. Is it actually... Can anybody see me? Because it doesn't look like it.
Oh, there you go. Now it's on.
And there? Okay.
Woohoo!
Let me click into it from here. Cool. Alright. I wonder what it failed to update then. I don't know. Okay. Welcome. I'm back. It's been a week. But today, we've got Papa Simmons in the house.
What's up?
Those of you, or most of you know him as DJ Ames. He's off camera because with the, since I've got this border going on and everything's all squared off. Yeah, he's a little harder to see. But
A little hard to look at.
But we're only doing one today. That's because over last week, since I did take the week off, I got a lot done. We've got 3 SPs. We've got 2 Game Boy Colors, which this I haven't really posted about, so you'd only know about this one if you check the website. And then these are wrapped in bubble wrap, but we've got a Venusaur and a wood. I'm going to take these out. We got Venusaur and a wood one. What?
It just sounds a little wrong.
Okay, well, it's older than me, so. And then we've got 3 more Game Boy Pockets. We got the new orange color. And then we have a couple of Game Boy Advances that are slipping and sliding. I'm running out of room. And in here, we've got a Kirby GBA that is in a box within a box, but the box is really cool.
So multiple boxes, which is called
Boxing.
boxing.
Boom.
Dude, that's crisp. I can tell you right now, even though the Steelers are garbage, I like the black and yellow a lot, and I like that wood and the Kirby.
Mm-hmm. So,
What's up, Jovi?
if you've been looking for a Game Boy from me, there's a ton of them. I just recommend going out and checking the website, retroremastered.com. That's R-E-T-R... Oh, wait, no, R-E-T... Yeah, no, I had RETROREMASTERED.com.
Can you hit your applause, please?
I don't have applause.
Oh, you don't?
I don't think so. I just have that, and I have laughter, a laugh track. And then for a sweet moment,
You did spell it. Oh, thank you, CHS.
yeah. That's what a high school diploma will get you.
Yeah. So, Jovi's giving a shout out. GP7.
Well, let's start with saying our hellos after we see how many people got the poll wrong, which 88% of you guessed correctly. I don't know how many of you came in and answered after it was revealed that Papa was here, Mr. DJ Ames. But we've got GP7, Jovi, Alexander, Stellars, Downright Spiffy, Light, Chimeric, I think that's how you say it. And my mom has officially changed her name on YouTube.
Woo-hoo.
So We don't have to call her Dennis anymore.
Can you get the...
And let's see, is there anything sticking out to you that
Well, yeah,
needs to
you
be
said
addressed?
that how many got it? You said 12% got it wrong. I don't think so. I think that they're just saying that the guest is not that special.
That's what Mom said. So.
Yeah.
All right.
And where do you get the shirt? Well, Mom answered that.
Oh, we got a donation from SD Designs. Doing my first Funny Playing IPS 3.0 SP mod from your videos today. Went from 1 to 9 Game Boys in a week. Thanks, I appreciate all you do. I am sorry for your new habit, but thank you very much for the $5.
Expect a family intervention soon.
I haven't gotten mine yet, and I have a lot more than 9 Game Boys, so.
What are you doing this afternoon?
All right. Well, this noon, I'm going to be making a Game Boy.
Boom. They were asking about the shirt.
Doing my first Funny Playing IPS 3.0 SP mod from your videos today. Went from 1 to 9 Game Boys in a week. Thanks,
Are they
Mom.
hearing that?
Appreciate all
Yeah.
you do.
Oh.
Yeah. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't understand it, but again, thank you very much for the $5. I have recently been looking, well, I've been looking for a while to move out, and around here, if you don't follow me on Twitter, if you do, you already know what I'm about to say, but around my area, it is actually cheaper to buy a house, or just as expensive to buy a house as it is to rent one. And it's just crazy. But that being said, your donations are going towards a down payment on a house. So if you want to help support me in that, any money is appreciated. Speaking of, if you are not a member already, we did a stream where I played Portal on the N64, which is not made for the N64, so it was interesting. It was actually a lot of fun and pretty well made. It's not a finished game yet, but you can download it and do the patch stuff. You have to own the actual Portal game for PC, and then you can go into the files and do a patch to turn it into a 64 game, which is really cool.
So GP7, it asked where you got the shirt.
RetroRemastered.com.
And then he says, I want it.
We've got them in t-shirts like this. I think this is my favorite color, is the gray one. Let me zoom in on this. The gray. It's a dark heather gray. And ignore the custom order. That's what I use to get a cheaper rate on shipping returns. I still don't do custom orders, but you can get it in a shirt or you can get it in a sweatshirt, and the sweatshirts are super comfy. If it wasn't summer right now, I mean, even right now I'm a little cold, I'd be wearing it.
Well, it's spring, so.
It's summer.
Mystic Shift says, now that school is over, I can watch the streams.
It's summer. See?
Yeah. Shimmerick Gaming? So what makes this rare?
Oh, it's just a pun. Because it's a shiny Pokemon. It's a shiny Umbreon. It's called clickbait.
That's what makes it rare. Nobody ever uses clickbait.
Yeah. Well, clickbait's pretty rare for me. I try not to clickbait unless there's some sort of truth to it, like this. Yeah. It's just because it's a shiny Pokemon, which is rarity of 1 in 4,096.
Wow. So you're saying. And then GP7 says, how do you get the custom cartridge?
The custom cartridge.
You get it from the cartridge family.
Custom cartridge. Oh, this up here. This is from Natalie the Nerd. I changed it up. I put it on an original shell because the aftermarket shells, they're good, but when I'm putting a lot of pressure on these carts. Like, especially the Clean Boy, I just did it too as well. The original carts are a lot stronger, and like especially with the Clean Boy, I'm going in and out trying to clean off the cart slot pins, and the aftermarket ones just break too easily. So
You didn't get my joke there, did you?
the cartridge frame, yeah,
Thank
I got it.
Thank you.
It just wasn't funny, so I didn't laugh.
Yeah, I could get at least
Sorry.
an eye roll. Thank you.
Yeah, but if you want to get a test cart from Natalie the Nerd, I believe she has it listed on her website, and you can send her whatever you want to be on there. It's not gonna look just like this because it's like a what's the pixel? It's like 100 or 200 by 200, a little less than that. I can't remember the correct resolution for the Game Boy screen, but the Game Boy Advance one is pretty freaking close. The one that this one isn't it, but the Game Boy Advance one she did for me, it is like, I don't know, just like half resolution almost. It looks really good. I'm gonna start trimming the pins down now.
All right, I'll read Jovi's comment while you're doing that. In my opinion, the guest is always welcome. He is extremely good looking, very hilarious when he's around. I might have thrown in some other adjectives.
Yeah.
I'm quoting him, sort of. Stellars says, "How old are you?"
I'll let my father answer that one.
You like it? You don't think I don't know?
Sometimes I forget.
In immaturity age or actual age?
Quit stalling, Dad.
Yeah. 23 years old.
No.
24 years old.
Are you serious?
I was doing it to hopefully get your mom's reaction, but I can't see it. So. Oh, SD Designs. Another $5.
What? Will my Funny Playing 3.0 fit an extreme rate IPS ready shell? Yes. It won't fit the slate though. But yes, the slate is really nice. And yes, they say that the 3.0 screen from Funny Playing is drop-in, like it'll fit in OEM shells. And like I say, they don't say it's drop-in. They say it'll fit in OEM shells. It does fit in them. I'll let the lady say your...
Will my Funny Playing 3.0 fit in Extreme 8 IPS ready shell? Also thinking about doing slate next.
It, yeah, you have to trim for OEM shells, but for Extreme Rate, if it says IPS ready, if any of the shells say IPS ready, it'll fit the 3.0 screen.
Have you ever done any DS Lite mods or anything like that, or is there anything really there for them?
Pretty much the only thing for... I mean, there's more support now, but it's not like... You're not going to see it at retailers like Zed Labs and Retro Game Repair Shop, Retro Modding. There's a TV Out... I think it's TV Out. There's a screen switcher mod, so if you have a macro but you want it to still have DS functionality with the one screen, then there is a switcher mod, I believe. I believe that there's also a TV Out mod, but it's like really funky. And like the tough part about the DS mods is that you have to flash the BIOS, and that's not something that's easily achievable. I mean, it's doable, but it's not something for beginners, and something that I don't really want to mess with. So you either have to flash the BIOS, or you have to buy a new BIOS thing, because it's actually its own module. But yeah, there's not a ton of stuff out there. Like, there's no bigger, better screens for the DS and stuff like that. I don't think there's really a need for IPS screens on the DS Lite, because I think they're pretty good. They could be a little brighter, I guess, but I don't think it would be worth the potential $60, but it'd probably be more because it would be two screens. So yeah, not a ton out there. But getting an R4 card or any other flash cart for the DS is always a nice mod. I wouldn't really call it a mod, though.
I gotta get some water. My throat's super dry.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's fine. I was wondering why he chatted that and didn't say it. You don't have to donate for all your questions either. I do appreciate it, though.
More questions.
I try to answer as much as I can, and it's a lot easier when I have someone to read off all the stuff for me.
All the stuff.
Okay.
Entry what? Long time no seen. Shimrick, I think it's lame there's not a lot of cool shells like we have for the GB, GBC, and GBA.
Yeah, I would like to see more DS shells, because like Extreme Eight's the only one that does a decent shell, and even with them I have some complaints. But like the Austin shells, granted it's been probably a year since I touched one of their shells, but they were so bad that I never wanted to buy one again. So and that's pretty much the only other brand I know of that makes DS Lite shells is Ostent.
I know we talked about this before, but like they had the Pokemon shells because there's Pokemon being played on a lot of these.
Mm-hmm.
But what about other themes that have nothing to do with the games played on there, like Star Wars themed ones and stuff like that? You just
Well,
they don't have them out there, or you can't.
I mean, technically you can't really do the Pokemon ones either.
Oh.
Because copyright laws and stuff. Nintendo doesn't really like it when other people use their properties without paying them. But yeah, it's just people usually want to look at something from the game they're playing on it. Even like just something that's not even Pokemon usually doesn't sell well in my case, from what I've seen.
I'm just thinking like Star Wars.
Yeah.
We think a lot of people who like this are also going to be into Star Wars. So if you had, I just had a thought. Remember the fuzzy one that was in Austin's? If you did a Chewbacca one and just had a little belt across it, like.
Oh, I'm sure it would be a great like May 4th. May
the 4th. Yeah.
But I don't think. I think that there's a market for it. I just think it's too small. I'll wait for the text to speech to say it.
I'll
this
squeeze
time.
in a quick question. Downright Spiffy says, how many boards would the Mongols horde of the Mongol hordes got bored? How many boards would the Mongols hoard if the Mongol hordes got bored? Say that 3 times fast.
I don't. That's a very confusing question. Oh, good segue to this donation for $5 from SD
I've got
Design.
4 cheap pockets coming from Japan with ruined screens. Changing the polarized layer that bad? Want a refurb 1 and mod 1?
It's challenging.
It is challenging. Have you seen my my video that I made a couple weeks ago? I think it was the second to last video I posted. That I did that to the DMG. Slightly different, but I think honestly it'll be a little bit easier to do it to the Pocket. I haven't done it personally with the Pocket yet. I've only done it to that one time you can see on camera, but it is on the list. I have the kit sitting right next to me.
Why do you think it's slightly easier?
On the Pocket, just because the screen's more open and you can actually remove the screen. So I've got a bad one in here. Maybe.
I mean, what's the worst is you jack it up and you put an upgraded screen in, right?
It's not like a... It's kind of hard to mess up. It's just... I guess you could snap the glass or something. I don't know. But it's easier because you can actually get to it. If you were doing a DMG... I don't have one next to me, but if you're doing a DMG, it's attached to the motherboard, so you're having to maneuver around that. And here you can
that.
Yeah, you can easily just take this off and go get to it. But I think you might take the top off of this one, because this one I can feel all this texture. This is in my drawer I keep like the worst burned polarizers. That way I can use them for thumbnails for clickbait.
So you're saying that's whatever you're trying to get is not the polarizer, it's another layer over it?
I think it is the polarizer. I just don't. Yeah. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, I think this is the polarizer. So you take that off, then you remove all of the residue. But there might be more to it. I've never done it before. I don't want to say anything. But soon. I don't know how soon, though.
SDE says, I've been happy with my extreme rate shells on SP. Few gaps aren't perfect, but otherwise feel better than a lot, in my opinion.
Yeah, there's still things wrong with the extreme rate, but they're pretty good. I think it has to mainly do with the soft touch shells that they do.
I'm gonna skip forward. Bagwok says, hot dang, I came in 25 minutes late expecting you not to be on yet, but here you are.
Wow,
truth hurts. SD's got a few. Sorry, not trying to blow up your chat thing. LOL. Sharing the love for the knowledge given. I'm hooked on this ish right now. Yes, watch the video. A lot of the upgraded screens for Pocket seem to be sold out.
interesting. Have you checked Zed Labs? Zed Labs is pretty good about
Stock.
Yeah, about being stocked up.
Yep.
Like a lot of people have been saying that the GBA kit that I use has not been in stock with the RGRS. As far as I know, it's been in stock with Zed Labs this whole time. So, and honestly, like, yeah, I know they're in Europe, and for us Americans, that may seem like, oh, it's gonna be forever. It's really not. It does not take very long to get here. I was very impressed with, like, before we started, like, seriously working together, it was always fast from the UK to here, like a week max. So I highly recommend Zed Labs anywhere in the world.
Oh yeah, happy Memorial Day to those who recognize the holiday.
To those who recognize, there are people who are against Memorial Day.
Well, I don't know that people move across the pond.
This is true.
No, some people don't memorialize.
Some other nations.
Nope. Nope, we're not going to comment on it because it was only a $2 donation. So.
Yes. Hit that like button. Let's see. We got 16 likes and 27 people in here.
I suggested that earlier.
I think you should hit that like button. I don't know. It's just me. And oh my gosh, my finger's slipping. So some of you may have just gotten an ad. Some of you may haven't. May haven't? Is that? May have not.
DC says sup.
Sup. Hello, DC. I think you have YouTube Premium, so you shouldn't be getting an ad right now. Hello.
Bok says, can confirm Zed Labs is ace money. So I'm guessing that means...
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, okay. You guys and your young speak. Shimrick, so you personally feel there's not a whole lot for the DS family due to the fact that there isn't too much to reinvent or improve on, if I understand you right.
Yeah.
Aside for the shells, obviously.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, the DS is pretty good. The only thing that really needs improvement is things that are going to happen in emulation, or just having a more comfortable grip to it, which to me would just be like a grip like what's the company? The company that Wood works with all the time, beat 'em ups. I don't know. But just like a slide-on grip attachment for it, which is probably already out there. I don't think anybody needs to go making DS stuff. I would like to see like a nice injection molded shell for macros. Really what I want to see is just stuff for the macro mod. So, because I think, I don't know, the DS Lite's pretty good in general.
Ace Money equals Flossie. It's same, but also not same. Yes. Ori? What?
Oh, the company. No, not Hori. All I can think of is Zen Grip, and I think that's their product, not their actual brand. But yeah, unless you're saying that Hori makes a grip for the DS, I'm not aware of that. Okay, let's get some Kapton tape out. Everybody's favorite part of modding.
I would have thought the shells would have been the favorite part. Have you asked the community in a while what they would like to see moving forward from you on your streams? Not just the videos, but...
Well, I've got ideas for streams, but I want to ask them about streams later on once I get to the ideas I have. Because I don't want to say it until I'm ready to do the stream. But there is a special stream that I have planned in the near future. And once that happens, I will ask you guys what you want to see based off of that. But video wise, I am wondering, do you guys have any interest in watching me like go over emulation stuff, like handheld emulators? I've done a couple things like doing PS2 emulation on the MacBook and stuff, but like I've got a video, I don't know if I've said this or not, but I've got a video planned on the Miu Mini, the Miu Mini Plus, I guess. Now that I think about it, Miu Mini Plus is kind of a weird name. The Mini Plus? I mean, Miu is just a weird name in general.
The Mini Max Plus.
Yeah. But do you want to see more stuff like that? I'm not going to get the ROG Ally because I don't have that kind of money when I'm trying to save for a down payment. But if I get more into the cheaper stuff, is that something you're interested in? If companies send me stuff, do you want to see that, or should I say no? I think if it's free product, I'll probably say yes, but...
Addie says, satisfied? Question mark?
Satisfy, thank you.
Ding, 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 we have a winner. Sorry.
Yes. I would like to see Satisfy do some grips for retro consoles, retro handhelds. I think that'd be cool.
Buckbox says, I want an SP shell in aluminum CNC, but still flippy.
Me too.
I don't know what that means.
The SP that flips.
Mm-hmm.
All the metal shells that they do, like the slate and stuff, they don't have hinges. They don't open. They're just always open. But Boxy Pixel is prototyping that, and I missed my opportunity to buy it.
That's when you were talking about the other day. That's what I thought. Okay.
And I'm frustrated because I missed it. But yeah, he said that there was a lot of interest. And he's probably gonna make a few more. So I will try and get in on that.
Next time. Shimmer says, I just wanted DS Lite screens to be a bit bigger, like DS Lite XL.
I would like to see a mod for the DSIs that adds the Game Boy functionality back, but I don't know if that's actually possible. So, put the scissors away.
SD is starting the screen mod now.
You're on it.
From the polarizer.
No, I think he is talking about the 3.0.
Oh. Yes. Let's see. GP7 DS Lite XL isn't a bad idea. I don't understand Box next comment. Sharpie and Pooper OnlyFans special live stream.
I have no idea. I don't know if I want an explanation for that one.
No. Especially with a word like Sharpie in there.
Mm-hmm. I need new scissors.
Pong by Atari says, I would watch you showing different emulation devices.
Okay. I just, sometimes I don't know if I'm the best person for that because, I've kind of shown that I'm more of a original form factor kind of guy and not put all of my consoles in the same form factor. Otherwise, I wouldn't have one of every console.
Speaking of, we played just a touch on last night.
Yes. So I think I said this publicly. I don't know. I bought an Atari VCS from Best Buy because they had a $200 sale on it. It's around the Mario movie release. That's how long ago it was. And I've been trying to mess around with it for a video, and it hasn't been going my way. Mainly because the SSD upgrade you can do does not work with NVMe drives, which is really dumb because my NVMe drive is not very high quality or brand new or anything, so it's slower speeds, but whatever. You have to get a SATA drive if you want to upgrade that. But once I finally threw in the towel on that one, me and Papa and Mama played a little of the stock VCS, and it was kind of lame.
Okay, Mom and I, just because we're aged, we're gonna have slower response times. Our settings our sensitivity settings are a little bit slower.
Yes.
But having said that, there was definitely a significant delay.
Mm-hmm. The sensitivity issues with the VCS are crazy. They have such a high sensitivity on it. We turned it down to 3, and it was still pretty sensitive. Pong was very hard to play for us.
If you got a shot, you were pretty good at getting a run on score because the other person couldn't get it.
Yeah, it was 3-10. I was about to lose, and then he kept messing up, and so I ended up winning 11.
That's not important. I think the point is. Let me read a comment.
Yeah.
Let's see. Bok says, Nintendo is getting real salty about emulation this past week.
Yeah. Another video I've been planning is I want to take a look at the
Salt?
Yeah. I want to do a video teaching people how to back up every game, so for every console. Obviously I can't touch on everything that's the Magnavox Odyssey and the older weirder consoles out there, but I want to go over pretty much everything from the Atari 2600 and up. I guess probably not that, maybe more like the NES and up. touch on what I can, but I'm also like a little nervous that Nintendo won't like that, but I'm also doing this so people know the legal way to do it, and even though that it's legal, Nintendo still doesn't like emulation, and I don't know, because I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want them to come after me for anything else that I may not realize that I'm doing is wrong. So, because they're the type of company that would do that.
Lockbox says, I'd personally love to see some console mods from you, like what options are available for Nintendo 64, etc., mods to console controllers, so on and so forth and such.
I definitely do want to do more console stuff. It's just it is tougher because there's not as much. Like, there's not a ton of. I mean, more and more now, but there's not a ton of like shell variety. Or some consoles just don't have new replacement shells at all. I know the PS1 and N64 and GameCube are starting to get some, and I think there's a few for the SNES and NES, but they're all also pretty expensive. The GameCube one's relatively cheap, but still expensive compared to this stuff. It's a lot more plastic and a lot more work, so I understand. But still, like, really?
Plus, I could see you having the workspace right here for the GameCube, but some of those PlayStations are big.
Yeah, they're about. Yeah, it's just different. They smush it out instead of keeping it out. But I am very soon, gonna be doing GameCube mods live to mix it up here.
Sarah Ayu replied to BoxBox, says, I received an email from Boxy Pixel that they are actually making a normal flip style, so housing in CNC aluminum. SP, excuse me.
Yeah. Okay, so this has been a problem with the Game Boys for me lately. The Game Boy Colors, more specifically, is these touchpads are overly sensitive. And I don't know why they had to change the 2.6 ribbon cable, because it was totally fine. But then they came out with the 2.7 ribbon cable, and guess what? I've been having problems. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
This is the one you're saying you have to trim lately?
Yeah.
Now,
So,
trim, you just cut part of it off?
Yes, I just cut part of that touchpad off, so it should hopefully make it less sensitive.
It's because there's just a little less contact space?
Yeah. Because what happens is when I put this together, the shell touching the other shell, the two half pieces touching each other, will cause it to think that I'm touching it.
Oh.
So there I can adjust it, but then right now it's loose because it's not screwed together. But I smush those two halves together, and it works as a touchpad. So if I screwed it down, then eventually it's gonna
cycle through it.
Yeah. So that is not what I want. It's not frustrating at all.
And you can't, if you got to have it near the plastic to make it work, because if you fold it back too much, it's not going to do it, right?
Yep. See if that will help. Flipping it the other way. Usually where I have it go down and back up, like I just had it, has been more helpful in not doing that, but that time it was still doing it.
Have you tried it this way before that you just did? The other fold?
Yeah, where I have it face down. That's how I have always done it. But here, it's still doing it.
And you can't trim too much because then it just
won't work.
Okay.
Well, I do want to see if maybe it's a little different if I just screwed it down instead of
tapping it.
Yeah.
All right. Sarah Ayu says, I'm digging that shade of purple, by the way. That's awesome. I agree, Nintendo and Activision by far the worst with people using their property, even if it's non-profit.
Yeah. And now it just won't do it at all.
Sarah also said, I find using Kapton tape underneath that helps with the touch sensors being so touchy. LOL. Erwin!
Now I won't read it at all.
What if you roll it back up the other way? Then it's going to maybe do the same thing you were talking about.
Yeah. Just wondering if I loosen it just a little bit there. That'll help.
Erwin almost missed it because he was playing Zelda, the new Zelda.
Now it's doing a little weirdness with the, it's like flashing. I'm just gonna reseat the cable, mess around a little more. Maybe I will use some Kapton tape to hold it down, especially since it's not a clear shell. It'll be nice. I also think it has to do with the fact that the with this new revision of the ribbon cable, there's the pad for soldering a different touch sensor to it is right there, and it's getting really close to the edge of the board. And I think that's what makes it more sensitive, because you can touch this part too, and it'll register as a press. So, and I guess while we're in here, not only just gonna reseat this, but I'm going to solder that power wire before I forget. Or if I nail the, if I get the touchpad in the right spot, I don't want to have to open it up again to solder the power line. So
yeah, okay. If you didn't trim that and you just took a piece of Kapton tape and folded over front and back and just pinched it on there, I wonder how that would work.
I don't see what you're saying.
So if you've got that tab, the touch sensor, instead of trimming it, you're just taking your Kapton tape and putting it over both sides.
I don't think that would work. I'm still confused.
So if this is your touchpad, and you take your Kapton tape, instead of trimming it, and you just stuck it on both sides like that, it'd be insulating it from what you just said, that solder point and the touch.
Yeah, but we want it to touch.
Yeah, I was just wondering if it would work better that way instead of trimming.
I would just be worried that it would prevent the touch from happening at all.
Well, you can pull that Kapton tape back off, can't you?
Yeah.
Worth trying.
I think we just need to tape it down in a spot that's gonna keep it isolated. So
I probably got a genius idea.
I don't think so.
I don't know. Let's put a poll up on it.
Okay.
Or not.
Well, I just shredded this piece of Kapton tape. Yeah, the scissors suck now. Probably because I've been cutting knot paper with it. Okay. So you're saying if I covered it up like that?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't think so.
If you hadn't trimmed it, that way you'd have, or even partially over it. I don't know. Just a thought. All the glue on there. Oh, no, you trim that. I mean, I don't know how much of an insulation factor that stuff has, but
I was telling you the other night, this is what they wrap rockets in.
Maybe a little bit heavier mill than that.
It's not really sticking at all.
Mm-mm.
There we go. Okay. With that stuff down, hopefully that works.
Do you have a drum roll on your stream deck?
I do not. Probably could find one though. Philip! Cool, so the touch sensor works. But I close it and it still does that. Okay. We're gonna try screwing it down again and seeing if that will prevent it from being held down. So cool. Just wanna... All right, that works.
Cool.
Let's change the. Yeah, let's change the grid back to no grid. Because I don't like grid lines on mine. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we can hold start and select. We can tap it over there. I think that's like the perfect color to match that. So, let's start, select. Ooh. We might have to open it up again. I think I just may have pressed B wrong. Okay, cool. B didn't work perfectly the first time I hit it, but it seems to be fine. Cool.
Bam. Let's see. Your mom says, "Did you show everyone all the Game Boys you have in stock right now?" Yeah.
At the beginning I did, but I will show them off in just a moment. But as a verbal reminder, over the week, even though I did take the week off of YouTube, I still made a lot of mods. I don't know why it's not focusing on the Game Boy, but I made a lot of Game Boy mods for sale. So if you're waiting for this one, there might be another one on the store right now that you like more. Just saying. We got 2 Game Boy Colors and then like 3 of everything else. Macros are on the way. Just not. I've had the chance. I have not been feeling my most amazingest from allergies, so I haven't gotten to macros yet. But there's a ton of all the other models. Boing. And we're all good. Just double check again now that we've got all screwed together. And we're good. Cool.
My Kapton tape idea was not horrible.
No, but that's where I was going next. I just wasn't fully wrapping. Yes.
Thank you.
Ah. Okay.
Oh, man, I could have peeled that.
You could have peeled it. You should have spoke up.
That's alright.
Which I actually I didn't need to do that. I apologize. Because we've got, oops. I forgot to hit the Instagram story. My bad.
Did you send it now?
Yeah, I just sent it now. So people can come in at the end of the stream. But I'm going to list it right now. And I already have a listing live for it. Heard it's not live, but I just took the listing from last time and we're good. It is up now, live.
Snap it up, folks.
I'm going to go put a sticker on the back of it. And zoom out a little bit here. That's good. So, excuse me.
Okay, Addie says, maybe a weird question, but does the power switch feel different in aftermarket shells than in an OEM shell? Mine feels stiff after I reshelled it, and it doesn't have that satisfying click.
There have been a few lately that I haven't had the satisfying click of it, but it's only been like a recent thing, and I don't know if Funny Playing changed up their shell mold or not, but I know that if it's like stiff, if it's hard to move, it's usually just because it's brand new plastic, and I'm sure that Funny Playing and all these other companies haven't nailed down 100% the original feel of all the parts, but I know over time, once that plastic wears down, it gets easier, or you can always loosen the screws a little bit. Might not. Okay, it's delayed. But yeah, that's about it. Oh, I just realized I can't use that picture because it's not a purple lens. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Well, you get the idea. So I did need to peel that off. And
Smile. Oh.
now it's more accurate. I apologize if anybody was confused. But that is pretty much it. Let's show off all of the things we have for sale.
So do you think next time you do that, you're going to not trim it and just try wrapping it first and see?
You just really want me to do it?
No, I'm just curious.
I can, but I don't think it'll do anything.
You think you still need to trim it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because that's what brings down the sensitivity. I think if the Capcom is gonna do anything, it's gonna just prevent it from being touched at all.
You know that's what they wrap the... Addie said, good to know it wasn't just me.
It is not just you.
It isn't.
Okay, but let's zoom out as much as we can here. Now you can see the mess of the table here, but we've got a lot. Okay, I should probably put this over here. These over here. We have a lot of Game Boys that are now available.
Take advantage of the 2-for-1 deal. You buy two handhelds and make one payment. That's the deal.
Make one full price payment. I don't have enough room to officially show off all of the things that I currently have for sale. Maybe we'll put this.
Is the Kirby one on the store right now?
Yeah, they're all there. All of the ones on screen are listed on the website, including the Kirby one that is boxed in this awesome box. But you can find all the listings on the website, retroremastered.com.
Can you spell that again?
retroremastered.com. I started thinking about it a little bit. I was still waking up at 12:30. Yeah, that is about it for today. I don't know if you have anything else you'd like to say, Papa.
Nope. Everybody's welcome to come help build the rest of the fence we're working on.
That you're working
on? The neighbor and I, not Jake. Jake's more of an indoor worker.
I got the muscles for indoor work.
Plug the shirt again.
But yeah, there's not only the Game Boy mods, but there are shirts that you can buy. This is my newest design. It's also my favorite so far. But it's it's a me on the shirt. And yeah, I've got other stuff that I'm working on right now that I'm pretty excited about as well. And soon there will be GameCube mods and hopefully some more macros on the store in the next couple days. I don't know what we're doing Wednesday, and Friday will be another new laminated kit that I think is, I'm just going to spoil it, I think it's the best. So I would hold off on any of these advanced kits. If you're going for any of the other laminated kits, I would hold off and wait until my video on Friday, because it's a lot better than the rest of them, in my opinion. But that is it for today, so I will see you guys in the next one.
See ya.
Later, guys. Okay. And